know one of the questions that we've had through our Facebook page was about the A1 and why it can't come here.
I think the A1 is a car that the brand is just not ready for at this time here in the market. But I think, as you well recognize, there's a growing interest in cars that are smaller in terms of footprint. And I think those two trends will intersect at some point in time where perhaps the A1 successor would be right for this market, but it's not yet that time.
But what about the premium, compact? Is that something that you see as being difficult in the United States still?
Well, I think we are already there with cars like the Jetta. If you look at the multitude of the variants and drivetrains that we offer, nobody else has that. We've got the first turbocharged hybrid, which even critical journalists like Mr. Healy from USA Today said, why can't other hybrids behave like this, We've got the TDI. We've got the GLI with a high-performance 2-liter, 4-cylinder, and the mainstream Jetta with a 2.5-liter 5-cylinder. So nobody else in the compact segment has such a range and diversity of drivetrains,
Well, speaking of the hybrid, there's always the why hybrid question when there's so many successful diesels in the lineup, and why not just try to educate people more about clean diesel?
Well, the best thing is we can do both. So why not and try to get as much market share as we can, because at the end of the day, it is about having as many customers in your portfolio as possible. And we've got the ability to offer a groundbreaking hybrid that offers the performance that no other hybrid does, and we can also offer a diesel. Different people like different things, so there we can offer a portfolio to our customers that, again, I don't think any other brand has.
If this were to come to market, how long do you think it would take?
It would, we're working on many of the design elements and different aspects of this vehicle. Typically, to bring a concept to market, 3 to 4 years. But we're always working on future concepts, so you may see bits and elements of this in future Hyundai premium products, and that's really what this is about. It's a premium design exercise for Hyundai.
Are we going to see different variants of the Corvette that bring you into that GT, that upper level GT status from a features perspective inside the car as well? Infotainment, luxury, similar to maybe what Dodge is trying to do with the Viper, or allowing you to take on companies and models that people might not have associated with Corvette in terms of competition in years past. Is that kind of a strategy where the Corvette is going over the next couple of years?
Yeah, well, again, the new Corvette Stingray, within the Stingray lineup, we have, as you mentioned, the Z51 performance package, again, for somebody that's more performance focused. And then we're going to have different options within the car. So you can get everything from, full leather wrapped interior. You can get the whole upper of the car wrapped in suede. We have a special interior just for the top level, the brownstone. It's a suede and leather combination. You can get different brake caliper color options, different roof panel. You see the one here with the visible carbon. So we're going to have a lot of different ways that you can tailor the car to whatever attribute you want. If you want the lightest weight possible car with all the performance, I want a purist, you can get that. If I want this luxury GT type of car with as much luxury I can and have the speed that goes with it, you can do that too. So we're really trying to open that up. And I think what that will do is open the car up not just to our hardcore enthusiasts, but to people that just love cars, just want a beautiful sports car of any kind, and they're going to appreciate that performance, but they're also going to appreciate some of the more luxurious features that we may not have had to this level in the past. And a lot of the lightweight technology we're doing, like the aluminum frame and the carbon fiber hood and roof, things like that also help as performance, also help fuel economy as well.
What is the weight difference between a base C7 and a base C6?
I don't have a number published. I can tell you that the frame saves about 100 pounds of weight, and the carbon fiber components save about 40 pounds in that range. But we will have some things that add weight. Actually, the active fuel management little counter does kind of add some weight back.
Diesel is a very fascinating aspect because your new intro this year was the Mazda 6, which we have an example of one behind us, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I wanted you to talk a little bit about bringing diesel to the States, because it's a kind of a risk, but it seems like a really smart one.
Well, we think it fits the brand. As you all know, Mazda's an enthusiast brand, and we're all about performance and styling and drive dynamics. And certainly what we're doing with all of our Sky Active technologies. And being an enthusiast brand, our buyers really understand cars. It's not a commodity type of brand that people just buy for transportation. This is where diesel will play for us very well. And diesel, obviously, in terms of all the benefits that it provides, we're still the only Asian manufacturer to bring diesel to the North American market. And where we're going to start launching diesel is on the all-new Mazda 6 later on this year.